Hey everybody, it's your book bud Joe here, and today we're going to talk about Jodi Picoult. Do I say that name right? I know this has been a source of discussion throughout the years. Her last name, some people say Picoult, some people say Pico. Jodi Picoult? 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 We know who she is. Jodi it is. Okay. So, I have 9 books of hers here. And I am a person, let's put those to the side right now, who enjoys a Jodi P book. Okay, she always has these tough topics to discuss. It's always very thought-provoking, and it makes you question everything about yourself and how you think and what you believe in. And I love a book that does that. That is so important, I think, right? To challenge ourselves, to always grow. And if the books that we're reading help us grow and change and challenge us to be better people, I mean, what more can you ask for? I can't always read fantasy books, right? Or thriller books. No, we sometimes have to go to these. I do, not everybody. All right, so I figured we would go through these, identify the topic at hand, because her books always have a topic. If you've read My Sister's Keeper, that is a crazy ending. Wow, it's like, I can't even give away that topic and what that tackles and what that's about, because that's a huge spoiler. I mean, it's a very old book, but still, I read The Pact, which is about teenage suicide. I read Plain Truth, which has to do with the Amish community. That was very good. I read that last year, I think. That was a good one. So her books always tackle some sort of timely topic to discuss, and let's get into it. So I'm going to go through each book, tell you guys what it's all about, and then I think I'm going to pick 1 or 2 to prioritize for this year. You ready? Okay. Okay, first up we have Small Great Things. And this one was written in 2016. And this has to do with racism. It's about a newborn baby who went into the hospital for a routine procedure and died. Now the father is racist and does not want the black nurse involved in his child's care. So unfortunately she gets the blame for it and he's holding her responsible. So that is what this is about. Do I feel like reading about racism? I mean, it sounds like a very good topic for discussion. I'm not going to rule it out right away. It actually sounds very good. And if I know Jodi, she's going to really spin a tale here. So this is high on the list, I would say. So let me put this in a... We're going to start a high priority pile right here. That's the first one on it, okay? Let's see what's next. We have The Storyteller. Now, this was written in 2013, and this is a World War II novel. Now, I love me some World War II novels. Some of my favorite books are in that time frame. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, I believe, and The Forest of Vanishing Stars by Kristen Harmel. Great books. I love historical fiction. I love learning about different time periods in our history. Am I in the mood for this? I'm such a mood reader. This is very tricky to do now because I'm not ready to read one of these, but this is going to be like on my TBR for the year. So I'm going to put this in the less urgent pile just because I've read a lot about World War II and it's just not pressing for me right now to read another one. I'm interested, absolutely, but we're going to put this in the less urgent pile. Okay, next up we have The 10th Circle. This was written in 2006. She's been writing for a very long time. Okay, so this one is about an unbreakable bond between parent and child, family dysfunction, betrayal, and redemption. Now I wanted to read you a piece of the passage on the back so you get the feel. Okay, with The 10th Circle, Jodi offers her most powerful chronicle yet as she explores the unbreakable bond between parent and child and questions whether you can reinvent yourself in the course of a lifetime or if your mistakes are carried forever. Her depiction of these rites of contemporary adolescence is exceptional, unflinching, unjudgmental, utterly chilling. Okay, that sounds good. So it sounds like a family. There's a lot of secrets, betrayal. All right. Read a lot of those. I don't know, it's not really like standing out to me as one that's just like, wow, I have to read this. So I'm going to put that in the less urgent pile. All right, next we have Leaving Time, written in 2014. So this book is about Jenna, who's grappling with the mystery of her mother's disappearance. There was a car accident, her mother disappeared, and she never really felt like her mother would just leave her, so she's kind of investigating what happened to her mother. It sounds okay. It sounds good. A little bit of a mystery here. Uncovering the truth of what happened. Sounds like a good mystery. Again, this is kind of like run-of-the-mill to me. I've read so many of these types of books. I'm going to put that in the less urgent pile as well. Okay, next up we have Vanishing Acts. This one was written in 2005. And this is a little bit harder to tell you what it's about because it doesn't really tell you on the back of the book. So I had to Google it, and I'm not sure if it's a spoiler or not. What could I say? Delia Hopkins. She's led a charmed life. Everything seems perfect. She finds out some information one day that changes her entire life and changes her entire existence. She's not who she thought she was. Everything is questioned as far as family goes, and she just can't trust anybody. She's been lied to. There's a huge secret. Huge secret. So, I mean, yeah, this sounds like it would be really good. I know I'm being very cryptic, but I don't want to spoil things for you. Vanishing Acts. Vanishing. Does that help? Probably not. I'm going to put this in the priority list. This sounds like a really good one to me. And I know you probably are just like, well, I don't even know what it's about, Joe. I know, but I can't tell you. Because you know when I do, someone's going to put in the comments, thanks for spoiling. Because people get very upset about this. Spoilers don't bother me. I mean, I Googled it. I know what it is. And I still want to read it. So, but I understand people don't like that. 19 minutes. When was this written? Let me check my notes. Written in 2007. This one is about a school shooting. Now, I've heard about this one. And I really want to read this one. It just sounds horrifying, heartbreaking, tense. 19 minutes. I think that refers to how long the shooting occurred. Very heavy topic, very scary, especially for the times we're living in now, where this is all too common. I want to read it. Let's just put it there. Priority list. Okay, Mercy was written in 1996, and this one sounds like a typical Jodi book, tackling these really difficult topics. Like, what would you do? This one is about a mercy killing. A husband kills his terminally ill wife because that was her wish. She wanted to just be put out of her misery. And he loved her so much that he complied. Oh, my gosh. This sounds like one that's just going to tear my heart out. And I'm all for that. One of the taglines on the back was, where does love cross the line of moral obligation? Yeah, that's a great question. Top priority. Okay, next we have A Spark of Light. This was written in 2018, and this sounds great too. This is a women's reproductive health clinic is taken hostage by a gunman. Okay, the police show up. They start doing their thing. The chief of police finds out his 15-year-old daughter is one of the hostages inside the clinic. Her name is Ren. Let me just read this to you. But Ren is not alone. She will share the next and tensest few hours of her young life with a cast of unforgettable characters. A nurse who calms her own panic in order to save the life of a wounded woman. A doctor who does his work not in spite of his faith, but because of it, and who will find that faith tested as never before. A pro-life protester disguised as a patient who now stands in the crosshairs of the same rage she herself has felt. A young woman who has come to terminate her pregnancy, and the disturbed individual himself vowing to be heard. Ooh, this sounds tense. This sounds good. This is what I love from Jodi. I love this kind of book. Wow, that sounds great. Top priority. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I love her. Okay, last but not least, Handle with Care, written in 2009. This is about a sick child. I don't know too much more, but it's about a family. The child is sick, and there's a lot of questions like, if you knew your child was going to be sick, would you go through with having that baby? Stuff like that. Again, a lot of moral questions that need to be answered and need to be analyzed. I love her books. We just analyze our own thinking, and it's just like, what would you do in this situation? And it's never that easy. It's never clear cut. It's like she really offers the argument for both sides. That's why I love her. She's not preachy. She's not judgmental. She really does a great job at exploring two sides. Humans, like it's not easy tackling these topics, and it's like when it hits home and when it's your own life and your own family, your own flesh and blood, that's when it becomes really difficult. So, top priority. All right, so let's go through and start eliminating. I love this part. All right, so Handle with Care. This is the sick child. Spark of Light is the clinic. Mercy is the mercy killing. 19 Minutes is the school shooting. Vanishing Acts. I think right off the bat, I'm going to get rid of Vanishing Acts. That's the one that I couldn't spoil anything and I had to Google. Yeah, we're gonna put that in the less urgent pile. Small Great Things, that tackles racism, the black nurse, and the baby who dies. Okay. Which one is going to go? I'll keep maybe two. Oh, this is hard. All right, I think I have to definitely keep the Women's Reproductive Clinic. That sounds so good. I love a good hostage situation. I'm weird. School shooting. All right, let's get rid of the one about racism. It's just too depressing. The mercy killing, that's very I feel like I don't read books about that a lot. It's not that it's new to me, but it would be a different experience, a different topic that isn't explored often, I feel. All right, let's keep that. This is like the first round. Handle with Care is the sick child. And the school shooting, the sick child is going to go. Okay, so now we have school shooting, mercy killing, women's reproductive rights. Oh my God, the school shooting. That's terrible. Can I pick three? I mean, I'm in charge. So I think I'm going to just stick with these three because these topics are ones that I would love to read about. I'm sure she did these exceedingly well. She's so talented. So we have A Spark of Light, which is the Women's Reproductive Clinic held at gunpoint with some hostages. That cop and his daughter, that is going to get tense. He's out there trying to save everybody. She's inside. She's 15. Is she the one who wants to terminate a pregnancy? You know, that sounds good. We have Mercy, which is the husband who helps his wife end her life because she's terminally ill and she just wants to let go. Wow. Oh, I'm going to cry with this one. I'm a crier. I'm going to cry with that one. And the school shooting of 19 Minutes. That just sounds like I'm going to throw up. If they actually take you through those 19 minutes, which I'm sure she does, that is going to be like nail-biting, edge of your seat, ready to throw up, ready to pull my hair out type of reading, which is the best. I mean, come on. So these are the three winners. So this year, I will definitely read one of these, maybe all three. So my plan is, because I have so many books here and I just want to keep the flow going, because let's face it, I'm never going to stop bringing books home. I read and purge, read and purge. So these particular books, I will definitely offer to friends. before I just like bring them to the library or something like that. So I'm excited to do that. I love purging books. So I guess I'll save them for an unhaul. So if anybody has read any of these Jodi books, please let me know which one you think I should start with. If they're different from these three, let me know. I'm open to changing my mind, but I'm pretty set on this, but who knows. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, please like, share, and subscribe. And last, but certainly not least, thank you for visiting Book Buds!
This is a great author. Book Buds!
How does this look? Is this working? I think this is dead. Hello? Testing, testing. I think that died. So how does it sound without the mic? Is it going to be okay? Buds! Okay. Yeah, these two sound great. Let's see which one I'm going to choose. Let's see which one I'm going to choose this year to year.